Let's go.
What the?
Oh, man.
Let's let the roasting fucking begin, dude. Hello, I'm your Roastmaster General, Chris fucking Larson, dude. I've got a lot of things to say about Blake today, but I'm going to start out with my strongest one. So, people say Blake could fit right into a martini because of his olive skin tone.
Fuck!
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee! Yeah, but on a more serious note, from the first moment I set eyes on Blake, I knew we'd be friends because I always choose friends who I deem physically and emotionally weak. So, but Blake's had a tough life, and the last name Nall has not been kind. I just want to read through a list of his immediate family members. So there's Brooke A. Nall, Brittany A. Nall, Karen A. Nall, Zay Nall, and last but not least, Blake Nallywood A. Nall. A. Nall. Blake Anal. Blake's a lot of things. But
It took me a little bit.
But he's not a coward. An incel, yes. A misogynist, absolutely. Criminal, only by association. Potty trained, questionable. Coward, yes. Victim, always. Musician, no. Comedian, only by degree. But he's not nothing. Blake's best impression is Patrick Warburton. Hey, Beater, am I right? In honor of Blake's awesome impression that we all loved and never got tired of, I'm going to do my Jesse Pinkman impression for the remainder of the roast.
No.
Recent singles all here. Blake was recently singles rock because he was always weighing us down. But one thing you may not know about Recently Single is that we were originally called the Cool Guys. The only difference is that Bethany joined and we stopped having fun.
Someone said it. That's right.
Stupid bitch.
Finally.
Joe Harrington made it to the Zoom call. Now, it'll be really interesting to see who Joe roasts because, well, he likes to play both sides. So. Now,
goodbye.
This one's directed exactly toward Lucas. Lucas, you're just Blake Light, except you could never fit in a martini. And without further ado, Lucas, if you have any roasts, please.
Yo, thanks everybody for having me.
Lucas,
Thanks
we'll
for the invite, Blake.
we'll cut you in the beginning. So
What?
so then it'll be in sequential order. Don't worry.
Oh. I see. All right. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, Blake, because I actually had a roast based on everything that I have heard so far.
Okay, go for it.
And I guess I'm sorry to Blake's friends over in Chicago, but unfortunately, I guess he's not too proud of you guys because I don't think he's ever mentioned to me the single guys or what you guys yourselves.
The single guys.
So I just thought that would be an appropriate start for this one. True story, by the way. And all right. I don't know. I guess I've got to go around the table to my Seattle friends too. Over here, I've got here's what I've got. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Kyle's been he's been a little bit out of the group lately with our group chat, and he's been making some new friends, I've heard. And he was playing Among Us the other day, and he seems kind of sus because he seems like the imposter in this group now.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
You know, I know that Michael wasn't able to make it to this roast today, but, you know, hopefully he doesn't miss my birthday too. because I don't know if you guys knew this, but he also missed Sean and Kyle's.
Oh, jeez.
Sebastian, you're just there.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, man. How are you unroastable? I can't even think of anything. I tried so hard for Sebastian, but he's just there. I don't know. And then there's Sean over here, who's been he's been chilling over here on Discord. And I know that sometimes I'm not able to make it to play games with the group, but unlike Sean, at least I don't sit in the Discord calls and not play with you guys. And Blake over here, I had to save some of the most important characters for last. I've got Blake over here. He is it's kind of sad that you paid $40,000 for just a piece of paper.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if it's $40,000. It's probably
Way more,
'cause
way
that's
more,
out of state.
way
more.
Way more.
Triple
That's
digits.
quite unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Six
Did you say
figures.
triple digits?
Fuck you. Shut up.
This
Very
makes
high
it
in the triple
$100.
I hope the experience was worth it, because I don't know if the paper was. But at least I don't have to go to school to learn how to be funny. But I guess some of you guys might disagree. There's my self-roast, by the way. But yeah, I was gonna say, Sebi reminded me of middle school when he was talking, or middle school and high school. And I remember Blake was talking to me on a car ride home from a birthday party of someone else's, and he was talking to me, and he was like, it seemed like he made friends with me. He was friends with me because I was that cringy kid. He liked me because I was so cringy in middle school.
It's not
But it's okay, because it was the same way back.
Oh!
And yeah, I'll go ahead and pass it back to whoever was next on the roasts. Thank you.
Yeah, Lucas. So, while I was doing research on Blake's Washington friends, I noticed Blake sort of has a type, and it's the malnourished. And with that, I send it over to you, Sebastian, for some freaking roast.
All right, thank you, Chris. All right, I mean, I can say a lot about Blake. He's definitely, I'd say, the weird one out of everybody's friend group. Yeah, there's Kyle, who's like kind of just like the normal one. Sean, who's like the nerd. It's like all about that math. Lucas, he's like our little basement goblin that we have. And then there's just Blake, the one anomaly that just like doesn't fit in with anybody. He's kind of just like there. He's like our support character.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What can we say about Blake? So back in high school, Blake would always be the person that would be driving us everywhere. But the thing is Blake is such a bad driver, he almost got us in a car accident. We always joke about it. It's like, hey, you almost remember when we died? I think that was the last time I got in the car, and I'd rather get in a car with Helen Keller.
Oh.
God.
Speaking about high school, Blake was definitely a very quirky small guy because he is able to just wear a cheerleader outfit all the time. And he's very proud of it. He's like, hey guys, check this out. And just wears it. It's like a tube top. It's very interesting. What else? Blake is a great definition of somebody that we call that has 5'8" energy. He has a lot of personality, but such little height to go with.
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9".
Sure you are, Blake.
No.
Sure you are.
Average height.
Average, yeah. What else could we say? Also in high school, Blake did not fit in with any groups. He was kind of everywhere. He did like GMI, which was our morning show. He was in theater. He hung out with like all the popular kids. He hung out with us, the socially awkward ones. And what else? It's so weird. It's like you'd almost think that Blake was having like a midlife crisis when he was 16. What else? Yeah. Whenever we play games with him, he'd always have to pick characters that are old school and retro, like Pac-Man when we play Super Smash Brothers. And that kind of explains why he was going through a midlife crisis, because he's probably 40. What else could I say about it?
He's just thinking. He doesn't.
I'm just thinking out. I'm just thinking out.
Off of the cuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say Blake
The moment's
looks
notice.
like the kind of a person that still believes Macklemore is a great artist.
Don't check my playlist.
We know it's just Macklemore. I don't know. I guess that'd probably be all the main stuff I'd have to say about him. He's been a pretty good friend for such small energy, small guy.
Thank you,
I'll hand
Sebastian.
it back over to Chris, I guess.
Oh, fuck yeah. Lucas, that was fucking awesome. And now we move on. So I actually didn't have one between Lucas and Sebastian. So Sebastian, if you'd like to fucking kick it off, let's just fucking kick it off.
Just kick it off. All right. So I guess what I can say then is our next person, we've known him for quite a long time. I've known him for a couple of years. Sean is our next speaker. He's definitely a guy that he's just a nerd. Let's just be honest. There's nothing else we have to say about him. He's like the epitome. He's a comp sci like master's student or graduate school student. Yeah, he's just a nerd. Let's just give it up to him.
That's awesome. For Sean.
Give it up, give it up.
Before I start my roast, I just want to say, Sebastian, I know you didn't prepare for that, and I know that was just coming from the heart.
That's true.
Oh man, Blake told us about this like 2 months ago, but I pretty much forgot about it until today. He's just like forgettable like that. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I still haven't met Blake after all these years. He's just like so plain and Blake is so average looking. He looks like the default guy you get in every character creator.
Sean, you can't just
Like
steal
no
my stand-up.
wonder,
No.
no wonder people spend like 14 hours trying to change their character. There's like an entire genre of YouTube videos specifically about how to make your character look less like Blake. I would feel bad about stealing your joke, but I mean I told it better. And if we're being honest, no one remembers that you told that joke.
Oh. I remember.
All right.
Looking right there, Blake.
I think that's all I got, man. Forgetting something.
Hella, dude. Hella,
Oh, yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean. That was fucking awesome.
He's got one more in the chamber, though. He's got one more in the chamber,
Oh,
though.
he's got one more in the chamber, dude?
Look him rev up. It's revving up.
Happy birthday, Blake.
Yo, let's fucking go!
Oh! Dude!
Do a backflip.
That was so fucking sick. So I just real quick want to do a real quick memoir for Michael, who couldn't be here right now and didn't want to send in a fucking video because he's a
Working.
Seattle guy.
Oh.
And I do want to tell you my roast for Michael real quick. Okay, so this is the roast that I was gonna do for Michael. So I'm really excited to hear from Blake's friends, especially Michael. I've been told that I'm the Chicago Michael, which has never really been degrading for me. And also, Michael, you look like you should have a speech impediment. So, with that, let's see. Oh, I have my next one. Rick Walker, our teacher, the comedy god, deemed Blake and I the twins in one of our first classes together. And ever since, I think Rick might have needed glasses because I can't fit into a martini. But
Yes.
Blake can.
Yes.
And without further ado, we go next to another roaster by the name of Kyle. Kyle.
Hey, thanks, Roastmaster General Chris. Thanks. It's good to be here. Thanks for setting this up, Blake. It's hard to hide how excited I've been about this, just being encouraged to make fun of our friends. As you might say, okay. Obviously, I'm going to start with Sean. He's just such a big target, even though he only eats a meal twice a week. and that's just about as often as Lucas decides to take a shower. And about as often as Sebastian goes to restock his truck with candy. We all know why you're always excited to go slacklining near the playground, Sebastian.
Oh my.
All right, back to Sean. I don't think any of us were surprised to hear that Point Dexter over here decided to stay in school and keep learning. Nerd. All right, so here's my bit about Michael. I wrote a few down here just in case that you guys might have told him already. Let's see, Canada, cop, Canada. All right, here's one. What do you get when you cross an Italian mobster with a degen from upcountry? Michael.
Yeah.
And that hair. What can I say about it that I haven't already said sarcastically about Sean's? Don't worry, Blake. I haven't forgot about you. You know, Blake can be a pretty private guy, but we've gotten a lot closer over the years, especially recently. I just found out what he really uses that baby mask for. I was so happy when you confided in me about who you liked and wanted me to help ask your crush out. Which reminds me, Chris, don't make plans for Friday.
For sure.
All right. Here's my roast for Blake. When you mentioned you want to be more like Colin Mockery, I didn't think you meant starting to go bald in your 20s. So, when you went off to college, did they provide a red nose for you, or did you have to bring your own? It must have been fun carpooling with your whole class and still being able to park under the professor's desk. Which reminds me not to get in the car when Blake's behind the wheel. He gets more nervous driving than Sean talking to girls. Plus, I don't think I could even fit in a car that small. Anyways, so Bo Burnham called. He wants his persona, writing style, and all his bits back.
That's a really good one.
But hey, if comedy doesn't work out, I mean, at least you've got your vlogs. You might not become a household name, but someday people will pass you on the streets and ask themselves, is that 8th grader with the receding hairline? All right, have I forgotten anybody? Joe. Something, comedy eyebrow, something?
No, word of that cannot be spreading around.
It already has. Everyone else, it's nice to meet you. You seem like nice people.
Hell yeah. That's fucking Kyle. Kyle, great fucking job.
I'm not done.
I'm not done. He's got another in the chamber.
Before I pass it back to you, Chris, I'd just like to say happy birthday, Blake. When you eventually move back to LA, just know that no one will ever be able to replace you. The shoes you leave behind will just be way too big.
Oh!
Third time's the fucking charm, dude.
Yeah, third time's the fucking charm. That was incredible. Give it up
Yeah.
for fucking Kyle. Dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Now I want to kind of give the insider scoop on Recently Single. So Blake was the first to leave Recently Single. We should have seen this coming, considering he didn't know how to do improv, but does know how to make everyone else feel like he's pissed at him. Also, Bethany's here, and out of the people here, she's probably changed the most since the beginning of college. Like, at the beginning of college, she was like a preschool teacher, and now she's like a porn preschool teacher. Give it up for your next roaster, fucking Bethany, dude. Yeah.
Hello. I'm not surprised that I'm the only woman on this call. But I am surprised that Blake is actually giving a woman permission to bully him. He must be pretty hard up since he broke up with Kellen. But seriously, I'm honored to be a part of this insanely self-centered event for Blake, especially because I know he doesn't think women are funny, so he's really throwing me a bone this time. Okay, here we go. Okay. Blake is the human equivalent of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Doing improv with Blake was like doing improv with a 12-year-old who just watched Family Guy for the first time. Blake looks like the product of Humpty Dumpty fornicating with a few pipe cleaners twisted together in the center. The Humpty Dumpty is because your head is so fucking fat.
That's
Blake.
from me, Blake.
Yeah,
That's from
Chris.
me.
Yeah, we all think it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this next one, it's not really a roast, it's just like a vent. Blake, I fucking hate it when you text the group chat, when you only direct your text at Joe. Like you want to like prove that you're like you have a relationship with him, that you like talk to him outside of us, because like he texts me too, like literally, like he's like, okay, text from Joe, bruv, can you read my script, can you check my script, bruv, can you, yeah, that's, he only texts me when he wants me to read his scripts. That's the joke there. Okay. You know, some people don't seem surprised that Blake would host a roast about himself for his own birthday. I mean, some people are saying it's obvious that Blake is big-headed enough to feel entitled to an entire show for himself, that it's the most on-brand thing to have happened since the first time you heard him call both of his sisters a cunt. I, for one, I said no. You know what? I know Blake. He has never done anything to put himself at the center of attention, and he would definitely not start multiple improv scenes by jizzing into a random object. That's just not him, you know? Like we're friends, we know that. You know, I've always respected Blake, and I can tell he's always respected me. You know, it's the little things like how he'll cut you off in conversation or not tell you he's leaving the team until someone else sends you the Facebook post he made announcing our upcoming show is going to be his last. It's just like equal peers respecting each other, learning from each other, you know, like always growing. But seriously, happy birthday, Blake. I miss watching Joey videos and riding the train back to the Dwight together. And thank you for inviting me to your roast to make it look like you have female friends. So thank you so much.
Blake, show us your armpits.
That was awesome. That was fucking.
Oh, it's growing.
They're working. They're working.
Yeah. that was fucking sick.
That was a long time calling Blake.
I have tears in my eyes, Bethany. That was so good.
Okay,
See, I do respect women.
Best joke for today.
Thanks for confirming that. So here's the next one. Not a lot of people know this, but Blake actually minored in kissing Joe's ass, and he's actually really good at it. So without further ado, Joe Harrington, everyone.
So Chris Larson is here. Yeah, you're so hairy that you look like the primal John Mulaney. So Bethany is here, which means, guys, we have to change our name.
Oh my God.
This is one that no one's heard. So I see Yard Simmons is here. I hear they call you the cow because all you produce is manure.
Ooh, you motherfucker.
So I see Liam Neeson is here. Liam, you could never be in Recently Single because you're taken Yahtzee, right?
Yahtzee!
Right? Yeah.
Can you take a second to explain that one?
Okay, so basically, so there's this actor. His name is Liam Neeson. He's been in 3 movies. He did one called Taken. It's a play on words. I'll send it to you. Okay, now for this freaking guy. Blake, I heard you're an incel. While I can believe that you don't sleep with any women, I have a hard time believing that it's a choice. Blake recently shaved his head. So now the only thing preventing him from being a school shooter is the fact that every gun he uses turns into a drink. Blake once told me that he bought clothes to look like me. That's a real thing he said to me. Blake once told me he bought clothes to look at me. The last time I checked, I don't dress like the main protagonist from a 2008 Disney movie.
Damn. Damn.
Blake waited 21 years to have his first alcoholic beverage. He also waited 21 years to figure out that Guillermo, the sidekick on Jimmy Kimmel, is not a Chilean miner. He really thought that.
I knew that was coming, but I didn't know when.
During one of our shows, Blake started a scene by fucking a frog. I knew you liked Crazy Frog, but not that much. Yahtzee. That's a Yahtzee one. The best way to describe Blake Nall is that he feels like he's one bad day away from becoming a magician. Every time I look at Blake, it feels like he should be wearing a fedora, but he never is. But he has the exact same energy. Blake, I hope you know these are all jokes that I'm saying. I'm just trying to bust your balls tonight, but not too hard because I don't want to have to drive you to urgent care again. Blake is a good friend, though. I know that if I'm ever in trouble, I can say, "My wife," 3 times and you'll show up. And then, Blake, I want to end on this note. Sir, this is an Arby's.
A classic to end it off. Joe Harrington, everyone. Oh, that guy's fucking crazy. You know who else is fucking crazy? AJ Savachia. AJ Savachia is sitting right back here. Now, AJ Savachia is the most crucial member of Recently Single because, without him, we wouldn't have someone playing AJ Savachia in every single scene. So, without further ado, AJ Savachia.
Yeah, scooch up.
Get up here.
Gotta be front and center, babe.
Hello, guys. Hello. Thank you, Blake. Thank you so much for having me. Blake Nall, you egotistical fuck. Only you could think you deserve the same treatment as James Franco. Seriously, Blake is very egotistical. This isn't really a joke. I just wanted to say this in case anyone on the call didn't know. Blake Nall, a few years ago on eBay, bought a $500 Diablo 3 themed Nintendo Switch when the regular one is $300. And he was like, I just really want it. I really like the game. I just thought I'd put that out there in case you guys didn't know. So because of Blake, I'm spending my Saturday night sitting in a blanket fort. Very intimate setup. This setup is more intimate, more intimacy than Blake has ever felt. Thank you for humiliating me by reminding me that I used to be a comedy major. Blake, you guys might not know this, but Blake is an extreme rule follower. Blake, this is true. Blake waited until his 21st birthday to have a drink. Blake, there was no rule saying you had to be 22 to have sex. Blake has always complained to, as anyone here would know, Blake has always complained about his horrible roommates in college. But that's what happens when you have no friends that want to live with you, and you do random roommates at the dwight. Seriously, you pick your friend, or you pick your roommates like what brand of toilet paper you want to buy. Blake is a lot of things, but stylish is not one of them. Blake, I saw Blake at a party once, and he was like, I got new clothes from Zara, and I could tell. Because he literally went to Zara, looked at the mannequin, and said, "Yeah, that'll do." He was wearing like a striped like referee shirt and like chino pants, and he has like normally all he wears is like he had his. If you guys don't know this, he actually had his Columbia crew neck sewed to his skin to save time in the morning. Blake said that he wants to have 2 stand-up specials on Netflix by the time he's 28. Blake, you're way more likely to have 2 special ed kids by the time you're 28 than 2 fucking Netflix specials. You fuck. 2, not just 1. 2. What an egomaniac. I'm glad that Bethany, Chris, Joe, it's good to be with you. Along with the Seattle chapter of the Proud Boys. You guys are standing by. Blake, will you condemn white supremacy on this day? Say it. All you have to do is say it. I didn't think so. A lot of people, there's been a lot of talk about Blake being misogynistic. I don't think Blake hates girls. I think that he just still thinks he wants to throw water balloons at them. And the last thing is just the recently single documentary. I don't have a joke for that. Just watch it. You guys have to watch it if you haven't seen it already.
It's a plug. It's a plug.
Yeah, watch the recently single documentary. And yeah, thank you guys. That's my time for tonight. Thank you.
AJ.
Woo! That was AJ fucking Savachi. That was fucking awesome. And now your next roaster is fucking me. I can't wait to do this because Blake has been waiting for this for a long time. So Blake's celebrity lookalike is Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off if he forgot to work out and could fit in martini. Blake used to vlog, and that should be roast enough.
Yeah.
The funniest sketch Blake and I ever wrote was called Shoe, and the funniest thing about it was that I wasn't in it. So, Blake's favorite band is Blink 182, and you know I'm sure they'd be my favorite band too. But some of us grew up after middle school, so. Blake's haircut makes him look like a skinhead who can fit in a martini. So the thing about Blake is really good at making himself laugh, which helps make up for everyone else not laughing at him, which is great.
Too real, Chris. Too real.
The thing that I want to leave you on is, Blake's been a really good friend to me. Especially for the first 6 months I knew him, and he thought I was an undercover magician on a hidden camera magic TV show. Yeah, he's dumb, but he's still a good friend. This was for Blake. Happy birthday, Blake. I love you and I miss you, Blake. Everyone. Blake, do you have any fucking roasts?
You better fucking do.
All right, I got some roasts. People actually mistook me and Lucas as brothers in high school. It's a really nice feeling knowing you're the good-looking twin, right, Kyle?
Right.
Ooh, that's a triple right there. So Sebastian makes fun of me even when we're not in a roast. Sebastian, your attempts to diss me are as empty and meaningless as the tattoos on your arm.
Oh, holy shit.
So Michael couldn't make it tonight, but he's from the 51st state, Canada, and unfortunately none of his roasts would have counted because the exchange rate is so low. So Kyle is the palest guy I know, but it makes sense considering he stands in his brother's shadow his entire life. Joe, I gotta say, you have a great sense of style. But do you really want to be the only other comedian known for wearing sweaters? Puddin' Pop! Bill Cosby. I don't know if that was clear. So AJ made the smart decision and quit the comedy major, and by the looks of it, so did Bethany. And Chris just has a giant fucking head. So that's the end of my life. That's all I got. Sorry. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to my self-indulgence. Really means a lot.
Thank you,
You're
Blake.
welcome.
All right, well,
That was awesome.
Happy birthday, Blake!
Happy birthday,
Blake.
Happy birthday, Blake. I hope you have a great 14th. It's gonna be a great year for you. Yeah, but everything was awesome. Thank you so much to every roaster who was here. That was fucking sick. Yes. Fuck yeah.
Wait, does this mean we can go enjoy our nights now?
Yeah.
The roast continues, dude. But yes, that is what it means. So,
Yes.
all right, well, thank you guys so much for coming. I guess that's it. I'm gonna go play.
Great night, everybody.
I'm gonna go play games with my real friends now.
Have a great day in Washington or wherever you are.
Wherever the fuck you are.
It's Washington. It's Washington. Okay, bye guys. I'm ending the meeting.
Bye.
Thank you.
You
Love you
guys-
all.